Good afternoon, Dr. Bante. Good afternoon, classmate. Today, I will be discussing the function of managing a business. So so my objective will be to discuss and illustrate the different function of management: planning, organizing, staffing, leading, directing, controlling, including monitoring and evaluating, to craft and formulate procedures and guidelines in implementing function of management. So, what is a function of management? So, first let me define management. In some form or another, is an integral part of living and is essential whenever human efforts are to be undertaken to achieve desired objectives. The basic ingredient of management are always at play, whether we manage our lives or our business. Function of management. Management is a set of principles relating to the function of planning, organizing, directing, and controlling, and the application of this principle in harnessing physical, financial, human, and informational resources efficiently and effectively to achieve organizational goals. According to Henry Fayol, to manage is to forecast and plan, to organize and to command and to control. Whereas Luther Gulick has given a keyword PODSCORB, where P stands for planning, O for organizing, S for staffing, D for directing, CO for coordination, R for reporting, and B for budgeting. But the most widely accepted are function of management given by Kuntz, Kuntz and O'Donnell: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Function of managing a business. This data from Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, shows that approximately 20% of new businesses failed during the first 2 years of being open, 45% during the first 5 years, and 65% during the first 10 years. Only 25% of new businesses make it to the 15 years or more. Let's discuss about planning. So, this is a famous quote by Sir Winston Churchill. He who fails to plan is planning to fail. The other one is: a goal without a plan is just a wish, by Anton de Saint-Exupéry. So, what is plan? So, so in noun, a detailed proposal for doing or achieving something, an intention or decision about what is going to do. It is synonyms also: intention, aim, objective, goal, target, procedure, strategy, idea, and proposal. So planning is a future-oriented and determines on the business direction. It is rational and systematic way of making decisions today that will affect the future of the company. It is a kind of organized foresight as well as corrective hindsight. It involves predicting a future as well as attempting to control the event. It involves the ability to foresee the effects of current action in the long run in the future. It is the drawing boards of event wherein the proximate activities are outlined with some distinction and directed towards specific course of action. It is mental process of thinking before doing. The course of action are properly conceived before it precedes the actual work performance. Management planning involves the development of system work or activities that will happen in the future. It requires careful analysis, imagination, foresight, and sound judgment. So, let me show you how to plan. So, first is to clearly define the goals and objectives of the business. Second is identify strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Review present environmental condition and draw specific strategy or course of action. Provide budgetary requirements for specific activities. Set measures of control mechanism to achieve the desired result. So again, what's the plan? So if you're familiar with this photo, you see that maybe your plan is, you look at, it's just straightforward, but in the reality, you have you will have encounter struggles, trials, that, or you can say it that it's not just walk in the park. So in reality, you have to be tough, and you have to be focused on your goal. So if you are familiar with SMART objectives, so this is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So next is organizing. Organizing requires a formal structure of authority and the direction of flow of such authority through which work subdivisions are defined, arranged and coordinated so that each part relates to each other part in united and coherent manner so as to attain the prescribed objective. According to Henry Fayol, to organize business is to provide it with everything useful or its functioning, such as raw materials, tool, capital, and personals. Thus, the function of organizing involves determination of activities that need to be done in order to reach the company's goals, assigning this activity to the proper personnel and delegating the necessary authority to carry out these activities in coordinated and cohesive manner. It follows, therefore, that the function of organizing is concerned with identifying the tasks that must be performed and grouping them whenever necessary, assigning these tasks to the personnel while defining their authority and responsibility, delegating this authority to these employees, establishing the relationship between authority and responsibility, coordinating these activities. Third is staffing. Staffing is the function of hiring, retaining a suitable workforce for the enterprise, both for managerial or as well as non-managerial levels. It involves the process of recruiting, training, developing, compensating, and evaluating employees and maintaining these workforce with proper incentives and motivation, since the human element is the most vital factor in the process of management. It is important to recruit the right personnel. According to Coates O'Donnell, managerial function of the staffing involves manning the organization structure through the proper and effective selection, appraisal, and development of personnel to fill the roles assigned in the structure. This function is even more critical important since people differ in their intelligence, knowledge, skills, experience, physical condition, age, and attitudes. This complicates the function, hence, management must understand, in addition to the technical and operational competence, the social, logical, and physiological or psychological structure of the workforce. So the next part will be discussed by Justine. Thank you.